Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm back. Shinlane. Let's get, oh, not the lid bang, hold up. Oh, snap, hold up. I tried that. I just get some. Okay. What am I doing? That's cute. Is that cute? It's all kind of ugly. My hair is just acting retarded. Hello my latte babies, welcome back to the Coffee Cream Girl channel. I know I've been gone for so long and I'm so sorry. I've gotten so many DMs, so many emails, so many Snapchat messages like, when are you coming back? When are you gonna make a video? Why'd you stop making your videos? Is your channel just gonna be for living at Langston? Like, what's going on? What's going on, Alice? Where have you been? Where have you been? You just left and you ain't tell nobody where you was going? But yeah, if you guys follow me on my other social media accounts, then you guys know that like I'm alive. Of course, you know what I'm saying, I'm alive and well. But as far as just like the whole YouTube thing, it really just, this year literally like was like, to me, like it was beating me up, y'all. And it's like I got to school, I made my dorm, I did kind of like that college collection of videos, and I finished off the makeup tutorial and like my dorm room. And then after that, like everything just went downhill. I have some story times for you guys. I have so much in store for you guys. I haven't been just laying around idle, but it was just a really tough year for me emotionally, physically, and spiritually. Just everything seemed to be going left and to the right and every which way that I didn't want it to go, except for the direction I wanted it to go. So I just really took a break because it was so overwhelming. Like, doing all this stuff for the school, being a biology major, constantly having these really hard classes, and then, you know what I'm saying, having a YouTube channel on top of that. Like, I get overwhelmed really easily, but I'm also the type of person who doesn't like to say no, and I really don't know when to stop. So it really just took me to the point of like having to stop. Like, I physically can't even do all of this stuff anymore for me to really like be like, you know what, this is too much, I need to sit down and this, that, and the other. So yeah, I'm back up on the channel. So really just to kind of give you guys idea of where I've been. After I made my dorm room tour, school kind of started cranking up. We were going with the Royal Court really heavy, shopping a lot, SGA. And then on top of that, started my own show for the university, living at Langston, which you guys have seen on my channel throughout the year. It was just a lot, man. It was just overwhelming. I got sick again, as I always get sick. I had family stuff going on back home. Like, it was just a lot. Like, it was really it was a lot. And I'm just happy to be at the point where now it's like, it's after the fall semester. I'm really nervous because this semester was so hard on me mentally and physically that I don't know how I performed academically, but hopefully everything comes out okay. And then, you know what I'm saying, if not, I still got a year and a semester to wrap it up and finish strong. But yeah, man, I mean, it's been a rough road. It's been a rough little road. But yeah, so I've been telling you guys that since I'm coming back on my channel, I wanted to give you guys a CCG week. So if you follow me on Snapchat, which if you don't, you should, I'm gonna put my information right here. But if you follow me on Snapchat, then I gave you guys a request of what story time that you want to hear. I've never ever done a story time. I've never done a story time. And so I gave you guys 3 options so far, and I'm probably going to end up having to tell all 3 because everybody wants to hear all 3. But the options were, I could either tell you guys about the time that I got dropped, no questions, and I still haven't heard from both of the guys. It's happened twice in my life, but more recently it actually happened this year at the beginning of the year, like a week after I made my dorm tour video. It literally happened like a week after that. And I mean, I still ain't heard from them, but I had that story at the time that my car got towed. When I came back home and I came outside and my car was towed. And then I also had the time that I snuck out when I was a junior in high school and I got arrested. So a lot of people wanted to hear a whole bunch of them. Everybody wants to hear 2 or 3 or all 3 or 2 of them. But I'm just gonna start in chronological order because everybody wants to hear. Everybody want to hear the story about the time that I snuck out of the house my junior year of high school. So I'm just gonna do a story time now that you guys know that where I've been and I'm back and everything. Make sure that if you're not already subscribed to the channel, follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram. Yes, later on Instagram I'm thinking about doing a little fit detail on this fit. I'm giving you Velma vibes, you know. I have my glasses. I will wear them in the video because they're actually really cute. These are from a coffee shop, you know what I'm saying. I own a coffee shop, you know what I'm saying. Get it? But yeah, my store that I'm about to start kind of selling more merchandise out of is called the Coffee Shop, and I got these for myself last year, you know what I'm saying. I'm probably gonna start selling them again in the summer, and I think I sold them for like $15, but I will wear them in the video. But they're literally like glaring, literally. Can I wear them like this? That's ghetto. You know what? Stick to what you know. Story time. Okay, so literally, if you know me, then you know I was real ugly in high school. Didn't nobody want to talk to me. Didn't nobody think I was cute. And you know what I'm saying, people be hitting me up now like, oh, you cute, you fat, blah, blah. I don't want to hear it. Because when I was in high school, and you know what I'm saying, I'm still flat chested and skinny and stuff, but you know what I'm saying, before the weave and the makeup and the YouTube channel and you know what I'm saying, the outfits, nobody wanted to talk to me or whatever. But there was a guy who I kind of used to know, and we were really cool. We kind of talked, not really, but we were kind of really good friends or whatever. So it's my junior year in high school. It's literally like August, like 2 weeks into school, and so schools are like already kind of starting. So he's about to head off to go to school, to go to Commerce or whatever, and he hits me up at like, you know guys, they hit me up at like 10 or 11, like, hey, what are you doing? I'm leaving for college in the morning, I want to see you, da 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 da. And this was around the same time that my brother and his wife and his first daughter, I think, was Johnny living with us? My brother and his wife, and I think his daughter was born by then, but they were living with us. They might not have been, but I think they were. So I'm just like, you know, I can't get out of the house. Like, it's like 10. I'm in high school. My mom was really strict on me, like, you can't leave the house. So I was just like, okay, well, you could come over. And my brother, when he was a teenager, he always used to sneak out of his window. Like, always used to sneak out of his window. And so I'm thinking to myself, like, okay, he did it, I can do it too. So I told him, I was like, just pull up and we can go to the park down the street from my house and just kick it and chill and stuff. And you know what I'm saying, and then I'll come back home. So I'm in the room, he calls me, he's just like, oh, I'm outside. So I lift up my window and I pop it out. By this time it's like, he's coming by like 10. He probably got there around like 1. Like, he was like, I'm chilling with my friends and da 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 da, but I'm running around trying to see everybody before I leave. So whatever, he pulls up. It's kind of like 1, 2 in the morning. My brother's outside, you know what I'm saying, I think he's like smoking a black or something, and my mom's in her room, she's up, and his wife is up too. But anyway, you know what I'm saying, I'm rebellious. I was like, I was the type of kid, I never got in trouble and I never did anything fun. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna graduate in a year, I'm gonna sneak out the house so that I have a story. So we go to this park that's down the street from my house, and we're just kicking and talking. We're not doing nothing, like, there's no story like we're kissing and making out and touching. Like, we're really just talking, sitting on the slide talking. And so of course, if you know where I'm from, the parks where I'm from close at 12. Like, it's like 1, 2 in the morning and the park is closed. So, you know, police are doing their routes to each location that's closed, that's public, to make sure that nobody's there. So they pull up and, you know, and I'm like, ugh. In my head, the first thing that I did is, he was standing there and we were talking, he saw the police pull up, and I like hopped off the swing real fast because I was really just finna take off. Like, I was finna be like, F this, I'm running home because I don't have time, you know what I'm saying, this, that, and the other. But in my head, I'm just like, dang, that makes me like, I'm not a ride or die because the police pulled up and I'm finna run off. Like, that's not gangsta. That's not gangsta, Alice. So I'm like, okay, cool. I stay or whatever. The police is asking us like, what are y'all doing and this and the other. So we tell him like, oh, we just out here talking, this and the other. So he asked me for my ID. I'm like, oh, I don't have my ID on me, I live up the street, we just came out here to talk. He's like, so how old are you? Now at the time I was probably like 16. Yeah, I graduated when I was 17, so I was probably like 16. But I ended up telling him, I was like, oh, I'm 18, because the guy that I was hanging out with was like 19. So I'm 16, about to turn 17, and he's just turned 19, you know what I'm saying? So, but that's the thing about being in high. I know y'all like, you trying to hang out with a little older boy, you trying to be cute and fast and all this stuff, but really, like, I graduated when I was 17, so everybody's graduating like when they're 18 or 19 and stuff. And so, you know what I'm saying, like, I'm just a youngin'. So the cop is just like, where do you stay? And I tell him where I stay, I tell him my address. And so he's like, okay, So here's the deal. Okay, either he can take you back home and I can tell your mom what happened, or I can take you back home and tell your mom what happened. So in these two choices, I'm just thinking to myself, if this police takes me home himself, then I'm probably gonna get my ass beat, being honest. But I was like, if this boy takes me home, it's gonna be a homicide case on the news next morning. She's gonna kill both of us. She's gonna be like, oh, you snuck out for a boy? You snuck out for a boy and this him? And like she could see, like her anger is gonna, it's gonna fuel her anger seeing him. So I'm just like, I tell the guy, I'm just like, hey, you go home. Like you just go do whatever. And I'm gonna let him take me back to the house or whatever. So I get in the back of the police car and I'm just like, obviously I'm right down the street from my house. So the whole like little 1 minute ride home, I'm just like, my mom is gonna kill me, like, cause everybody's up in the house. To be smart about it, I went into the kitchen like literally a few seconds before I went out my window. I went in the kitchen and I told my brother's wife, like, hey, can you make me a sandwich? Cause I was gonna be hungry when I got back home, you know? So everybody, you know, think I'm just in my room chilling, my TV's on, and this, then the other. So the police, like, you know, the back of police cars, you can't open the door. So we pull up to my house and the light is on, and he knocks on the door, and like I just see him talking to my mom. And my mom comes around the corner and she looks at this police car, and like instantaneously, like my heart dropped. I was like, Lord Jesus, I am about to die. I'm gonna die. I'm about to die. So he opens up the door, and instantly, like, my mom like grabs my shirt and she's like pulling me into the house and this, that, and the other. And as soon as I get into the house, it's no talking, no words. She just starts boom, 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 boom. And I'm like, or whatever. And she's talking to me like, oh, you so stupid and da da da, and you know, like, you could have got kicked out, you could have got a record, you could have not been able to go to college over some boy, da da da. And this, she's yelling at me, and I'm just like, the thing about it was like the police, she was like, so what was she doing? She came and got me out the car. She was like, so what was she doing at this park with this boy? And the police was like, oh, they weren't doing anything, they were just sitting on the slide talking. So I was like, really, bro? Like, you gonna do all this over dramatic stuff? Like, really? You could have just been a cool dude and just been like, hey, go inside the house. But you know what I'm saying, instead of just letting me off, bro, he let me sit in the car. He telling my mom, just to tell her like, oh, she wasn't even doing anything. She was literally like down the street at a park just talking to somebody. It just happened to be like at a really odd time at night. So I'm like, man. So finally my mama gets done yelling at me, and she's just like, go in your room, you grounded for I don't even know how long you gonna be grounded, but you ain't going nowhere, you ain't doing nothing, and this, that, and the other. And my brother, who I told y'all used to sneak out the window all the time, he walks up to me, he's just like, why you just didn't tell me you wanted to talk to him? Like, I'm outside, Kiera up, you could have just came outside, he could have just came to the back and y'all could have kicked it. Like, it was not that big of a deal. But the thing about it is my brother, like, he says that he cool, but you know what I'm saying, like, he my brother. So when it comes to guys, like, I just don't be thinking he gonna be cool in it. You know what I'm saying? He not gonna be cool, and he gonna be like, I ain't trying to hear all that. I'm just trying to have a conversation and go home. So whatever, I was probably grounded for like a month or so. I was grounded, but I mean, ain't nothing you can do about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was probably I was gonna get myself in trouble. I ain't left the house. I ain't graduated in college yet. I'll tell y'all that story later. But yeah, like, that was the only time I ever snuck out in high school. And so, I mean, it was like really bad. And I just thought to myself, the first thing I thought was just like, I can't never do nothing. Like, all these girls in high school having sex in the field house and sneaking out and going to the club with fake IDs and all this other stuff. And I sneak out once to go talk. Like, not even to, like, you know what I'm saying, have sex in somebody's car or something crazy, but really just to like talk and have a conversation and catch up and, you know what I'm saying, talk about goals and accomplishments and what he wants to do at school. And I get brought home by the policeman. So I guess it's like a little teaser, because I didn't think it arrested. Like, it didn't go on my record. Like, he didn't write me a ticket or anything. He just brought me home and he let my mom deal with it. It's like, I don't know, that's fake. But so I have some things that I need for you all to do. First thing, like I said, subscribe to the channel. Second off, the next two stories that I have is either the time that I got dropped by a guy, like no questions asked, like they never text me back, never called me back, and I'm talking about like we hard hitting, like talking every single day. Heavy, hey babe, hey boo, this, that, and the other, having good conversations, and then they just vanished out the blue. Like, I have two different stories and they're both a little wild, but Either that one or the time that my car got towed. Low-key because of the alphas. Because of the alphas. But, you know what I'm saying, comment down below which story that you want to hear. Second off, I did a lookbook last year. I did a fall lookbook. So if you guys want to see a lookbook, then comment lookbook down below with whatever story that you want to hear. Or I can show you guys my boot collection. These are, oh wait, okay, do it. These are some of the boots that I have. These are like perplex heel boots. But yeah, these are cute. That's really inappropriate to just be putting my foot in the camera, but whatever. And so yeah, if you guys want to see a lookbook, comment that. If you guys want to see, or if you guys just want to see like my heel and shoe collections, because to be in college, I have a lot of heels. And I also just bought like 4 pair of boots. One of them is the one that I just posted on my Instagram. But yeah, comment down below what type of makeup videos you want to see. I'm back in action, y'all. So I'm ready to record some stuff for y'all and, you know what I'm saying, give y'all some content, baby. Give y'all some content, baby. So comment down below what type of videos you want to see. If it's a makeup tutorial, if it's something about college, if it's about lifestyle. The third thing is that if you are one of my lattes who attends the HBCU like me but made a 3.5 this fall, I don't know if I'm gonna come out with a 3.5. Let's pray for this 3.0. Okay, but if you go to HBCU and you made a 3.5 this fall, then make sure that you subscribe to the channel, because I have a really cool opportunity coming to you in one of the next few videos. And what else? Oh, make sure that you follow me on my social media in case I ever have to disappear again. But I also post really cool stuff and tutorials, and I just posted on my Instagram how I revived my chucks from like super dirty to dang near brand new. So follow me on Instagram, on Twitter, and you can like me on Facebook at CoffeeCreamGirl. You know how we do it, as we aspire to inspire you all, okay? And I will see you guys on the next video, which will probably be in the next few days, because I'm back in action, baby. We back, baby. We're here, baby. We're here. So yeah, I will see you guys on the next Coffee Cream Girl video. Bye.